All right, this is David's culinary cuisine.
My cooking show, bitch. I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna cook some real bomb shit right now, and I just want you bastards to know that you're gonna have a real good time cooking with David. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do, obviously, you gotta have the stove hot. You put a little bit of oil. Oil. You know what goes good with oil? A little bit of wine. Okay. Doesn't have to be expensive wine. You don't need expensive wine to cook. You just gotta have wine of whatever you're trying to do. White wine, preferably in this dish. Okay, you get it going. Smells good. Look at that. Just by itself, smells great.
What are you cooking?
I'm gonna make some special fusion chicken today. Let's see. I'm gonna go inside my fridge here, and I'm gonna pull out what I need for this dish here. And I really don't see much of anything. So I'm gonna try to improvise the best way I possibly can. It's getting hot here. I definitely need some kind of onions and peppers. Well, I've been a really lazy bastard, and I decided I was gonna go to Safeway and make sure all that shit was pre-cut for me. So, first thing you do, get the onions. Get them nice and sauteing in that shit, you know? Oh yeah, and that wine and oil, get them going. Okay? Then, of course, you're gonna have to have your jalapenos. I don't know about you, but I like a little spice. I like a little flavor. I'm gonna put my jalapenos in there too. Then, it wouldn't be right if you didn't have the sweetness of these beautiful peppers. Boom! Put the peppers in there, alright? And you just spin them around, okay? You can do it however you want. You know, if you're not like one of those guys that know how to flip that shit, I'm not. I make a big mess when I cook. Whatever, as long as it tastes good, right? So you get that going. Let that do a little simmer. All right. Now there should be enough oil in there to where you're creating a really nice, liquidy kind of a sauce. If it's too hot and it dries up, you're losing. It can't be that way. You got to make sure that you have enough oil in there to where it always stays a bit moist so that you're creating like a liquidy sauce. All right? That's how we're doing. Seems like it's going pretty good so far. The onions, the peppers, jalapenos. You can smell that spice, yeah? Next, I'm going to whip something out that you fuckers probably don't know anything about. Now, most people don't unless you're Indian. This is what they call a char. This is Indian pickle. Now this one is garlic pickle. God, with chicken, this stuff, it's second to none. All right, so I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna grab a spoon. I'm gonna grab a spoon from here. And I'm gonna use a lot of the oil that comes out of this. See this oil? So good. Second to none. I'm gonna take a big scoop. And I'm gonna use as much of that oil as you possibly can because that's what really makes it. It keeps it moist. It allows the flavor to go through all of the vegetables you're sauteing. And of course, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Mix it up. This is chicken. That's gonna be a little bit Indian and a little bit Asian. So this is a fusion. All right?
Aren't Indians Asians?
I'm not sure, but I will say that Indian food and Asian food is different. So this is gonna be something in between. So while those peppers saute, as you can see here, I've already shredded some chicken. Nothing special. Boil it, shred it. When it's shredded, and once I've made my sauce and made my vegetables all sauteed. That's when I'm gonna put the chicken in, and we're gonna really put this dish together here. So let it just fry on up. Now, one of the last ingredients that we're gonna use, maybe not here, but probably over here. Aha, there's two left. I got this from Safeway. This is probably not the right type of chili sauce you want to use. This is just whatever was available at the time, signature Safeway. Yeah, typically I go to the Asian market and I get the really tall one, I'm sure you guys know. And teriyaki sauce, Kikkoman, anything from Kikkoman, you can't go wrong. Okay, so just go ahead and drizzle a little bit of that in there, maybe a little more. Don't ever put this in too soon. This comes at the very end. If you put it in too soon, it's got a lot of sugar in it, it burns. So you put that at the very end. Someone's trying to call me, I basically just tell them go fuck themselves because I'm in the middle of trying to film something. So that's how that works. So we're gonna get this ready. They're starting to caramelize. It's looking nice. That's good. I can smell it. Perfect. Now, we're ready to put this fucking chicken in. Chicken, all shredded. Try to scrape the chicken from the bottom. Always scrape the chicken from the bottom because it's got that golden crisp. Every couple bites you get a nice little golden crisp. Everybody loves golden crisp, right? So we're gonna stir this up. Now, this is missing a few things. As we know, it's got garlic. We've got onions in there. What the hell is in a dish without any salt and pepper, right? It's got plenty of salt, but no pepper. We're gonna put that black pepper in there. We're gonna stir it up. Now, it's almost like fajitas, but a fusion version. Now you want to get that to really hot temperature and just let it cook. If you got any truffle oil, now's the perfect time to put a little bit of extra flavor in there. I don't have any of that, but you need to add a tiny bit of oil as it starts to dry up. Once you put the chicken in, obviously you don't want it to burn, and you really always want some kind of little liquidy consistency. Not too much, but enough to add a little bit of oil. Chicken's already cooked. The only thing we're really cooking here is the vegetables, sauteed vegetables. We're mixing the pepper around. Wow, that smells pretty good. Seems hot enough. Seems like the peppers are good. This is where you add the last ingredient here. Nothing like a little bit of combination between some Asian and some Indian. Sweet of the Asian, saltiness of the Indian. Achar is what they call it in India. Pickle, you can say that in English. You just mix that up. Very simple, guys. It's not rocket science. Now it's got a little bit of saltiness, a lot of savory, and a little bit of sweetness with that Asian sweet chili sauce. There you have it, guys.